Hello, Cancer. Thank you for tuning in. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Cross Watchers for the month for the month of March. Um, so let's get into it. Let's see what I receive on the pre-shuffle or I just feel like Cancers, you all are like so emotional this month. Um, it's like you feel like you've been trying to stay positive, but I guess life is just preventing you from staying positive or moving forward. I hear like one step forward, 10 step backwards. 10. Man. Okay, Cancer. Um I guess the relationship that you thought the relationship didn't turn out the way you thought it should have. This is with a love, and you're almost still in a state of wondering, how could have not? Like, did I read the signals wrong? Did I not play my role perfectly? Almost. And sometimes, some days you're good, and some days you're not. Some days you're in a state of worry, almost. Cancer. But speaking from experience, sometimes it's just better to just leave when those emotions that aren't feeling good for you are popping up. Sometimes it's just good to replace them. And I know sometimes it could be hard in doing that because it's not easy all the time, right? Working through your emotions, especially if you're in a water sign. It's not always easy trying to work through those emotions, but I think for the sake of you and your children, you have to learn to work through those emotions because you have people or children looking up to you, right? And this is for the masculine and the feminine Cancers, okay? Work. Either you're having issues at work where you're feeling like you're not being completely understood. You're feeling like people aren't comprehending your your you don't feel like you feel like people are taking your gift of insight about what you're doing to heart. That they're actually just listening to you but kind of pushing it off, or listening to you, pushing it off, but not really taking into consideration that you actually know what you're talking about. And I don't feel like it's the same sex that's doing this to you. I feel like it's an opposite sex, which means that if you're a male and your boss or your manager is a female, you feel like they take you for granted. They're not actually seeing the greatness that you offer to the job or to the position that you hold. And I also see that if it's a female and your manager is a male, he doesn't truly see what you're offering. He doesn't see that you are offering something, that you are a beneficial part of how things are actually flowing in that position or in that job. Okay? So basically, these cards are saying that yep, you are currently and in your past are in a state of chaos. So you've been, fussing, fighting, arguing, battling with yourself about who you are. It's like you don't fully see the greatness in who you are, is what I see. I see that with it being a 9 and the last number being 10, that you're almost out of it, but you're still there. You're still there and you're still going through it, hence the 5, right? Which means you're trying to be positive about the situation, and you're trying to work through the situation to come out on top as the queen. But whatever these things are so strong that it's actually causing you to doubt yourself, right? But if you learn to come out of that chaos and confusion, you can become the queen. That's what these cards are saying. It's saying, okay, right now, I know that I've been through a lot of things. I know that I'm going to continue to go through different things. But how can I can handle these things as elegantly and as positive as I choose to. And based on how you handle these things, dictate how you come out of the situation, how you're going to be presented to the world, right? So, as it relates to work, how you handle the situations at work of feeling being looked over dictates how they'll view you, and how you will start to view yourself, because you can completely handle things with a lot with care and still let them know who you are, right? And that can go in relationships as well. Like sometimes if you're in a chaotic relationship, sometimes it's better to be silent. The queen doesn't need to explain or continue to explain or continue to repeat herself because someone else doesn't fully understand or get it. So what I'm seeing here is that coming out of that state of confusion, that state of concern, that state of chaos, into a queen in the state in March. Maybe you'll be able to move through this energy so you can become the queen, the master of your fate. Okay? Cancer. So let's see if we can pull some cards for Cancer. But I do see a great sadness, almost like you don't see an end to the chaos. But it's all within your, like, it's all being controlled by you. So maybe learning how to control your mind and how you think of things and how you view things will help you come out of that state of chaos. Okay, Cancer 2020 March. Someone has I don't know, children. Someone's tired of changing diapers. I don't know where that's coming from. That has to be for a specific person. But make sure you're still changing it, and make sure that you're doing what you have to do for your children. Don't just not do it because you're tired or because you're falling into a stupor. Because that's not what we want, Cancer. We want you to be prosperous. We want you to be the queen that the world sees, that you truly don't see in yourself right now. Okay? Ooh, that is a lot of cards, Lord. Okay, just pull. Okay. Let me mix it one more time and then I will. trying to make sure I keep the cards out of the glare. Okay. Ooh, the sun. Now that's good. And the Fool is at the bottom of the deck, which to me states a new journey. Once you come out of enjoy, once you come out of whatever this is, this sadness, and it looks like that you have to be patient with yourself, right? And understand that we're all moving towards greater health, wealth, intuition, spirituality. We're all moving towards that. So be patient with yourself, because just because you're not moving the way that you thought that you should be moving, or the way that you actually thought that you would be in this state and or this age, be patient with yourself, because all of these things are coming. You have the sun and you have the Fool as a new journey, which means that once you come out of this state of sadness, that you will start your new journey. But it comes with self-realization first. And maybe you do need to take maybe like a 7-day spiritual bath. Do a spiritual bath to help break up some of the monotony, some of the negative energy that you've been consuming, that you may not even know that you're consuming, because being around other people, you can also pick up their energy and their issues and their problems. And you don't want to do that, because you're still trying to find your way through this physical world. And right now it's not as joyous for you, right? So in making this joyous for you, go ahead and say, hey, I realize the state that I'm in. Let me take a spiritual bath. Let me cleanse myself. And let me be patient with myself, and know that the things that I'm supposed to have will come, and the things that I ask for will manifest. But on this new journey, I'm going to be more positive, loving, and caring with myself and with my relationships. Okay? So let me pull an affirmation card for Cancer. Loving. Okay. Okay, so 2 cards came out. Clarity and vitality. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try to penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. Yeah. So be alive. Know that you do have purpose. Yes, times are difficult right now, but you do have purpose. You do have you have purpose, and you have meaning, and you have to know that within you. Clarity. Stopping to listen to my inner self, I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar, and the mental chatter is a confusion, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage or composite heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic, which means don't let the negative talk keep you in this sad place, right? Come into knowing that you are the queen and move in that energy. Come into self-realization. Be patient with yourself and evolve so you can receive your blessings as you start this new journey. This new journey will manifest all the things that you've always desired, but you have to be willing to come out of that energy and be self empowered. Okay, Cancer? I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. If you have any questions or you want readings or anything, please um, view the description box. It has all my contact information, and you can also follow me on social media. Thank you.